Hello everyone, the professor here. What did I tell you about the bear market rally? So today is August 23rd. Yesterday the market dropped by about 2%. We lost 600 points in one day. Now if you look at the chart, you could see the beginning of something. Right? The market has been up since mid-June, right? We're about 20% up on the regular market, and we're about 40% on the NASDAQ, which tends to be overshoots usually. Okay, tech stock. We're down. What caused this latest surprise? I'm not too surprised because I believe this is a bear market rally. We've got lots of issues at stake. Everyone is focused on the inflation. What is the Fed doing with the inflation? Is the inflation going to keep going down at 8%? What are they going to do? Should they fight the inflation or should they fight recession? The narrative is the Dow shed 600 points and stock posts the worst day since June as investors question the Fed pivot thesis. Basically, they are concerned that the Fed is going to keep tightening. They're hoping that the Fed is going to lay it off now that inflation is under control. I mean, there is no way the Fed is going to stop. They're not going to stop for a while. They will need to bring that number down. We got to keep hitting that number, okay, until it gets down to a much lower number. If you know anything about history, inflation is very sticky. You don't get rid of it in a quarter. It takes several years usually. And the more you press on it, the more you're going to have a potential impact on the economy. Let's take a look if we have any sign as to what's going on in the economy right now. Oops, look at this. Macy's cut earnings outlooks as markdown season looms. Why do we care about Macy's? Because retailers tend to be very cyclical, right? So they go with the economy. So whenever a retailer is not doing well, you got to wonder, is it because the retailer itself is not doing well or the economy is slowing down? And Macy's is cutting its earning outlook. Just be careful. Remember, inflation, recession. Who's going to win out? The Fed cannot fight on both sides. And right now, everyone is focused on the inflation number. Market went down because they assumed that the Fed is going to stop the rate increase because the market is doing well. That's what they're assuming, that because inflation is under control. So they think that the Fed is going to slow everything down. So we're going to be fine and stock market is going to back up. Remember, the market is like a child. A child wants to play all the time. And it was playing since mid-June until now. And they say, well, this is going to be great because we're going to keep on lowering the rates now because inflation is under control, because it went down a little bit from 9.1 to 8.5. That is not going to happen. This is going to be a lot longer process. And if you look at yesterday's chart, this was yesterday, August 22nd chart, right? We started the day, boom, we dropped on Monday morning, and we kept on dropping and dropping in the entire day. That tells you that there's some pumped up angst over the weekend. Right? It's not like there was a news in the morning that hit, boom, at 9 o'clock. Or the market is a tempestuous child. It's hard for you to know what's going to happen. Look at this drop on the left of that chart, right? 9 o'clock, boom, we start to drop. What caused something like that? There was no significant news. It was just angst in the market. This thing is going to be around for a while. The Fed is not going to ease anytime soon. Remember, in my previous video, I said that the Fed is fighting headline inflation risk. That number needs to drop for it to stop. Subscribe to my channel. Let's see what happens next.